Hello there, Monday the 19th of May 2014. Well, I was at church yesterday. Oh, don't switch off. I know you're not religious, and I know you don't believe in anything. You don't have to be religious to hear this. Oh, at times I've heard that. Oh, I don't go to church and all that. Oh, but just listen. Just listen for 5 minutes, dear. So I went to church yesterday, as I like to do on a Sunday, 10:30 Mass at St Joseph's in Bracknell, and they had First Holy Communion for the children, which is always a bit of an event. The church was packed. Loads and loads. And at the beginning of the Mass, Father Danny, he says, right, that there's going to be no sermon today, or homily, as we call it. No homily today, which is the long story bit that he tells in the middle. Usually gets a laugh, So I kind of, quietly sighed to myself. I said, I thought, we'll be out 15 minutes earlier today. How wonderful. So we went through the Mass and the communion. And communion was, of course, a lot busier than usual, as we had all the little children. And then right at the last knockings, I looked at the clock and it was only 11:15. Usually it's about 11:30 when we get out of there. It was 7:15. I thought, we're going to leave. And just before, and the priest says, and just before we go today, he said, I'd like all the children to come up and collect a certificate and a small gift. And I thought, that's nice. So he then calls up these two ladies. I think they might have been teachers, okay, to the altar. If you don't know what an altar is, think stage, okay? Heathens that watch this programme, honestly. So he calls them up. And now, how do you think they did this, right? You would assume that there'd be a long line of children and they'd just give them out. Oh, no. Or they'd all come forward and just give them all out as they saw them. Oh, no. So the ladies stood up there and in a quiet voice, one stood at the lectern, which is the little thing where they put the books and the microphone. And the other one stood in the middle of the altar, ready to give the things out, as well as two altar people, a girl and a boy, standing there as well with the gifts. So she starts reading out the names, this woman at the lectern, this probably teacher. Joseph. Joseph? Okay, Joseph comes up. She gives him the certificate, the lady in the middle, and the gift. When they have collected that, Mary. So and I thought, my God. And I turned around to the lady behind me, a little old lady who she might live there, I don't know, sits behind me. And I said, well, I'm only booked till 3 o'clock. It's 11:15 now. Well, we didn't get out till 11:45. Oh, dear. Come on, get your act together, teachers. See you tomorrow.